Hello ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome to my first reboxing video. So instead of an unboxing video, what I do is I'm gonna take something apart already that's been released and rebox them, and essentially trying to get to the nice meaty bits of the unboxing video from the start. And so today we're going to be looking at Exploding Kittens. This came in just last week for me, and that was just the beginning of August. So if you don't know what Exploding Kittens is, it's basically one of the most backed projects in the history of Kickstarter. And so the whole purpose of the game is to make your opponents draw the Exploding Kitten card. And so to get there, you have a lot of different cards to help you get there. So you have a favor card that lets you steal cards, see the futures that lets you just check the top 3 cards so you don't draw it. The Exploding Kitten, that is. Make someone draw twice. You know, there's also little trolls like the Nope card and the Skip card, obviously. And so this is a bit reminiscent of the game, if anyone's played this, Boomo. Mainly because there is a lot of death cards, not really death cards I say, but you know, guaranteed instant lose cards in that game. So I'm getting a lot of vibes from this when I was playing with friends. To stop with the Exploding Kitten, you have a diffuse card, and there's only a limited amount of diffuse cards in on deck per deck. There's I think 6 of these, and if you bought the NSFW pack, you would have gotten another 6 in that pack. So generally when you play in a game of Exploding Kittens, the longer someone lasts in a game, the more intense the end game is going to be. Mainly because the deck is a lot thinner, and the amount of kittens in there doesn't shrink, it just stays the same unless people just get eliminated, which has happened in a couple of games we've played, but like generally it's a lot more fun towards the end. So as you can see, there's a lot of illustrations that also make it a bit interesting to say. If you're familiar with the oatmeal, most of the stuff is based off the content on their website. So we have the Nope card. Generally they're just nope puns slipped into the card. It's alright, it's pretty good. This is the normal edition, the first edition. Here's the Pterodactyl, if you're familiar with the Pterodactyl song. Oh god, that was pretty good. Beard Cats, Crabapult, a Unicorn Enchilada. Oh yes, the Manta Shrimp. I'm surprised this was in the normal pack. I should have assumed it was going to be NSFW. Yeah, a lot of palindrome cards also for some reason. So this is the normal pack. No, they're all pretty safe. But the real good parts of this game is the NSFW pack. So, as you'd know, some of the stuff on the oatmeal isn't really for kids. Well, some of their jokes is a bit, well, they won't get the joke. And so you've got things like drinking a bottle of Bold Eagle tears. Oh, that's a bit tame. Zombie cats, yeah, it's tame. Oh, attaching a battlefly to your genitals and see where it takes you in life. Yeah, I don't think the kids will ever get that, but you know. Oh, kids. Yep. Whip out your rubber dick collection. Yep, very subtle. Very subtle. The Pope of Nope has spoken. And so each of these came in a little box of its own. It's pretty nice. So this is the NSFW box we're going to look through. And so it came basically, well, it had cards in there, but let me just reinsert them. So, put it back in there. So I've given these extra sleeves to protect them, because, yeah, I've tried playing Cards Against Humanity, and without sleeving them, they get dirty pretty fast. So we thought it'd be a good idea. Doesn't really work well if they don't fit in the box. Okay, so that basically came like this. Exploding Kittens, NSFW. Pretty nice. The box overall feels pretty good. Nothing wrong with the feel of it. It is a bit bloated because of the sleeves, but that was my fault. Nothing wrong with the thing itself. So up to 2 to 5 players. If you have 2 decks, you can bring that number to 2 to 9 players. Yeah, it's 2 minutes to learn, but a lot longer to understand. Mainly because, you know, you definitely will get better as you play, so I'd say that's a bit misleading. Age 30 and up, yeah, of course. Definitely. For this pack. And so that was the normal edition of the NSFW. This is probably better. So if you are part of the Kickstarter project, you know what the bonus surprise is, but they promised a little extra in the box. And so if you didn't catch that, they've added a little electronic mechanic here, inside here, this section where the taco cat is. And so it's a meowing device. Whenever you open the box, it should meow. So yep, the instruction manual was in this little slot. Exploding Kitten rules fits pretty nicely. Sleeve cards, it was a sweet fit when it came in the first time, but like I said, maybe adding sleeves was not such a good idea. Oh, it's pretty sweetly. And that was the box. Ooh, it's not fitting really well. I love that. So this is obviously a lot thicker than the normal box, as in the material itself, because it has that little mechanic in there. Yeah, roughly the same size. Oh, it's a bar. So they're going to plan to sell this because the barcode's there, and so obviously they're going to plan a retail release. But this edition of it wasn't going to be sold in retail stores yet. No word on it, but it should be out soon. Just check the website. And this one should be, yeah, this one's a bit more safer to play ages 7 and up rather than the NSFW pack. Nothing on the side like the NSFW pack. It looks really much similar. I mean, they kept it thematically the same. So in comparison to Cards Against Humanity, I mentioned that the cards were a bit, you know, dirty. Well, they're roughly the same material. So this is a Cards Against Humanity card. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the camera, but the material is definitely better in Exploding Kittens, mainly because the back doesn't feel as cheap. The front has, if you've ever played Cards Against Humanity, if you look carefully, there's like this laced pattern on the surface of the card. They've obviously kept it the same on Exploding Kittens, but it doesn't feel as off. It feels pretty alright. Whereas you've gotten this, you've gotten this laced pattern. You can't really see it weave on this thing, and it does give it a bit of texture to grab. But what happens is it gets dirty a lot faster than normal cards. So yeah. Overall, same quality, dimensions exactly the same. If you ever want to buy sleeves for your cards, I don't recommend you buy any Ultra Pros or any of the normal sleeves. You probably want to buy inner sleeves. So for trading cards, they fit nice and snugly into the cards, whereas these Ultra Pros, they're a bit loose. You can see from here, there's a little bit of section at the top, and whereas these are perfect fits. And so what happens is when you try putting in the box, they have a bit of a bump to it, so you have to give it a bit of a push to get it back in, whereas these just pop straight into the box like that. Overall, this game is pretty amazing. You're probably better off playing while drunk, because you can really pardon my French, you can really mess with people's heads and ruin friendships. It's like, on the way to being a second Monopoly. So I guess I'll conclude my video here. Yeah, any comments or feedbacks, just leave it in the bottom, and thanks for watching.